Skinny Ebro here with your film reviews, usually presenting something interesting every once in a while, but this time I want to talk about Avengers Endgame for 1 second. I'm afraid I myself will not be reviewing this film until really very late, or probably not at all, I'm afraid. I have a few reasons for this, just in case the audience is watching. Number one, no matter how much I love Ant-Man, except the sequel, no matter how much I love Ant-Man, he alone is not enough to make me spend X amount of money just to go see the film on its lonesome. I don't really care much about Iron Man or Captain America or Captain Marvel or Hulk or any of the other characters other than him. And that also goes to the second part where I was bringing out T'Challa or Black Panther. Reason 2. I don't know if he comes back alive or he doesn't. He does or he doesn't, I'm not so sure really, but we'll let, people on YouTube and Reddit and everyone else will decide from there, but even if he does, it's still not enough to make me go see it, because, and number 3, the lines are going to be real crowded. I mean, how on earth can you even survive with these crowded lines? Well, I keep hearing stories about 24 hours cinemas are going to be opening, and every screening is going to be packed with a lot of people that you never met, probably even want to bum change off yet. I tell you right now, no film like that deserves the kind of treatment from me. I'm sorry if that sounds too spoiled, but the only movie I can think of that I have a strong cultural affinity for, and I could wait my whole entire life to go see, already happened. And that was in 2010. Toy Story 3. In 2007, The Simpsons movie. Those were the only 2 films I can think of that deserve that kind of royal treatment. I could even say that about Toy Story 4, but it's not quite the conclusion that I want it to be. It's, 3 ended on a very great note, but I don't think we asked for a 4th one. That's why I'm kind of trepidatious or on the fence about this new installment, but we'll wait and see come June and July. I'll definitely keep all my viewers uploaded and interested on what I have to say there. So those are my 3 reasons, but for the most part I don't want anyone watching this video to think that I'm some sort of hater of superhero films, or I'm just being negative on the MCU, because I'm not. I'm just presenting my honest, earnest opinion. For the most part, I think, the market's been a bit too saturated with the same old things every once in a while. I mean, you get something interesting, like last year, there was many great superhero films, and I was very happy to put them on my top 10. Last but not least, Black Panther, Incredibles 2, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, Venom, Deadpool 2, and to some extent, Jupiter Hordio, or Jupiter's Moon, which is a very obscure, small, from Hungary, that had, certainly a refugee with levitating powers. If you haven't seen it, you should. It's on Netflix. And then also I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse fairly late, because I wasn't so sure how this was going to play out, but I saw it about 2 months ago, and I have to say, I was impressed. Maybe the same thing could happen with Avengers Endgame, but I don't want it to. I just don't have a cultural affinity for Iron Man or Thor. I've seen their films, but I don't really preach to the choir about them in the same way I do great superhero movies like The Mask, RoboCop, Incredibles, Super, the James Gunn movie. This is way before he done Guardians of the Galaxy. If you haven't seen that, you should. It's a great film. The same can be said about any of those. For Avengers Endgame, I'll only really go see it if someone really pays for my ticket, or when the lines really die down, like with Avatar. When I first saw Avatar, I didn't see it with really anyone. It was kind of a bit of a lonely auditorium when I was inside, and that was probably for the best, because I would have been caught up in all the hype nonsense. I saw Black Panther a week after all the hype surrounding it, came about, because I didn't want to feel like I was crowded inside, or feel like I was kind of the odd one out, because I didn't know all the references to Captain America Civil War and all the little MCU stuff. I just want to see the movie just because it was a cultural zeitgeist, nothing more, and a social commentary. But that being said, feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. If you think this is too reactionary, then, well, free speech, I suppose. But feel free to keep up my film reviews, and you might be hearing back from me with, who knows, Long Shot, extremely wicked, shockingly evil, vile, that Zac Efron bloody movie, that I don't, or Ma with Octavia Spencer, and obviously the elephant in the room, to infinity and beyond, Toy Story 4. This is Skinny Ebert signing off. Until then,